Well, autumn's in the air definitely now, and Gary's just come round. He's got to do some work on his van, so I think he's going to do the front and rear brakes, which he's not going to bother showing the fronts on his channel, I think, Sharon.
No.
Because he done another Vivaro front brakes on his channel last week, so he's not going to bother. I think he's going to film the back ones. Anyway, so you're going down the road now.
Yeah, I've got company today.
And he's moved, eh?
I've got company today, haven't I, to go down the road with?
Baby Charlie. He's grabbing the camera, look. Go on in, off you go.
Say bye-bye.
Right, we'll see you a bit later then, Sharon. Right, so he's just going to move his mother's car over there while he's doing that. Here's the ST. I've not used it for a while. It needs a good blinking clean, actually. Hello, the old birds are crapped on it, look. And I showed the old trotter van the other day, folks. The engine and all that. Yes, I will get back onto it. As I keep mentioning, we've been very, very busy, and it's coming up to Christmas time now, so we're going to do a lot of filming on our Butler's Empire channel. And if you've not seen Butler's Empire channel, it's our daily vlogs, cooking channel, all that sort of stuff. If you're interested, have a little look at it and maybe give us a sub on it, because that's where you see most of our stuff at the moment. Hold on, what's he doing there? He's moving the car around. Hold on, what's he want?
Just pull the van back a bit.
Hey?
Pull the van back.
Oh my God.
Not enough room in here.
Unbelievable. Is it running? Right, let's get in here. Let's get in here. Ooh. Hold on. Right, let's just turn that bloody radio down. Bloody Bluetooth, isn't it? No, how do I turn that down? Hold on. Oh, here we go. Right, let's get this thing back. Get it out of the way. He wants me to pull this forward. Where's he going? Right, let's get this. I think he wants the front wheels up on the pavement, or on the paving area. Forward. That enough?
Yeah.
There we go. Right, let's get out. Right, windows in there. You got to do that bumper still, ain't you?
Oh yeah, Jimmy's going to paint it.
Oh, is he?
It'll be after Christmas now.
Of course it will. I can't see you doing it before that.
Well, he's down the way anyway.
Right, what you got in there? What are you going back my trotter van for?
A bit of carpet. All the gear.
Yeah, I know. You're using all my stuff again, aren't you? Is that enough room there?
I'm just going to crack the wheels first while they jack it up.
Alright, okay. This is ideal, this one, folks. It's a 2-ton Clark. What's it, strong?
Proper toolkit.
What?
Proper toolkit.
Yeah, I bought you them. Nice old strong arm Clark 2-ton lift there. Look, it's all brand new still. It looks like it's brand new, look.
Well, I clean my stuff when I put it away.
Well, you're using mine half the time, aren't you? Okay, got it jacked up now. We've got an axle stand underneath it as well. So just taking off the wheel lugs. Lug nuts or wheel nuts, depending where you are in the world. We noticed you've got a bit of sidewood play there, haven't we, on your wheel?
Yeah, I've noticed it when I'm driving.
Yeah,
It's
so
clonking and all.
it's probably could be a track rod end on that one, because there's no movement top and bottom, which would indicate a main bearing. So we just get that wheel off anyway. Now, how low are they?
Oh, not far off, look.
Oh, blinking at the right down, aren't they? Look, can you see that, people?
This is still alright.
Yeah, your disc's alright. Lucky enough you ain't got no spare disc anyway, have you?
No.
You bought the pads a while ago, didn't you?
I've had them for a good couple of months, yeah.
So just see if you can move that hub.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it's track rod end.
Is it?
Yeah, see it's moving. Look, can you see that, folks? There's a slight movement there. The top's moving and the bottom ain't. Look, see? Which means the track rod end is knackered, which is a nice simple fix on these. So just a matter of cracking that nut, knocking that out, undoing that, counting the turns out when you undo that lock nut at the back there, and putting it back the same way. But that's not for today, because you ain't got one, have you?
No, I know. The brake pads are the right ones.
Yeah, so he's got the MOT, I think he said, in December on this, so that will have to be revisited, because that will face the will fail the MOT. So he will have to get that one done, so expect a video on that one. Right, so he's got a set of pads for front and rear, and you also get the the bolts with it as well. He's got the fronts there.
They're wrong.
They're not these ones, are they?
In fact, the fronts are normally bigger than the rears, anyway, ain't they?
Well, the fronts do the most work, you see.
I thought it said rear on that.
No, it didn't. Just said brake pads. That could be them ones. Is it them ones?
That looks a better size, yeah.
Yeah, see. Yeah, the lesser ones are the rear ones. They're always the smaller ones if they're different sizes.
Bolts with it and all.
Yeah, I just said that.
Did you?
Yeah.
Like this one.
So I taught you, haven't I?
Yeah, these are for a Nissan Primer, so that's the same shape as this.
Yeah, because this chassis
It's actually a Renault Traffic.
is a Renault Traffic or what? Nissan what? Prime Star. Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah, because if you look on the windows, it's actually marked up as Renault.
As you can see there, look. Although this is a Vauxhall, the actual window says it's a Renault. So all interchangeable parts. Should be a pretty straightforward job, this, people, if you've never done it before. But as I say, as you can see, we've got the axle stand under the front of the subframe there on the wishbone, and we're also leaving the jack under tension there as well. Always make sure there's a lot of weight there and you don't want that moving about. So what size is that?
13.
So you've got the two up and lower brake caliper brackets to undo. Now these shouldn't be that tight, so don't think you have to lean on these too heavy. See, look how easy you undone them, sort of thing. And these are what you might have to hold back on that nut there with a spanner, because these are your pins where the caliper floats in and outwards. And if you're getting a sticking brake pad, in other words, if you're driving along and your steering pulls to one side, it can be these pins inside sticking and making one of your brake pads bind on. 17 mil that is, folks. So it's a 13 mil, did you say?
13 mil on the
13 mil socket and a 17 mil to hold back with the spanner so that the pin doesn't spin. You do that top and bottom. There we go. Probably got to spin that one off as well.
That should just prise out.
Yeah, it should just be able to pull your brake caliper away. Bearing in mind the floating caliper has got the hose connected to it, so you want to make sure that you don't stretch your actual hose there. So just lever it top and bottom and it will come off. And there's your piston there, which will need pushing back in. And he's just going to tuck that up there, pull it out of the grommet, gives you a bit more space. Just tuck it up out of sight somewhere. Most people get a bungee and hang it up. There you go, just push it in there. Right, that's the thing. Yeah, you don't want to be breathing this dust in, people, by the way. But your pads, as you can see, these are stuck in on the discs, which is why when you take this off, hey, look how low they are, look. Wow, look how that look. And it looks like they may have been sticking as well. And they shouldn't be tight in there. The reason why they're tight is because the dust is accumulated in the slots that these pads run on. So that's why in here you want to be cleaning these slots out when you take this out. It's brake binding, you see. There you go. These are the slots I was talking about. That one, look, starting to break up there. Look, that one. But these are the slots that get all corroded up along there. So clean all them out. Take your pins out of there, which we'll show you. Although these are moving quite nicely, actually, to be honest with you. They're actually well floating. No problem whatsoever, so we might not bother with them. Pins look alright.
Yeah, I should get some brake cleaner and have a clean up in there.
Yeah. So whilst Gary goes, I'll just show you the accumulation of crap in here. Look, this is the sort of thing which makes the brake pad stick. So you want to give these slides a good clean out, which we will do. We'll squirt these down and clean these as well. And you do that there. You do it on the back pair there. And you do it on the top ones as well there and up there as well. Give them a good clean out, because that's what the pads run on. They should release, but if that's got corrosion in there, they're going to bind and they'll wear prematurely as well. So as I said, these floating pins are okay. I think we'll probably end up leaving them. They've not perished the dust seals on them as well, and they're really floating in and out easy, which means that they're actually fine, to be honest with you. So you can probably take them off, but we're probably not going to in this situation. We'll just give all this bracketry a good clean up. And if you were changing the discs, you would have to take this bracket off by undoing these two bolts there. There's one there, one at the bottom, then this bracket would come off as well. Two little securing nuts there for the disc, and then you'd pull the disc off, and it's that simple. Right, so as I said, you've got to be careful. You don't want to be breathing this dust in as well. So you've just got some rubber gloves as well. You don't want to get all messy when you're doing this job either. We've got some copper slip grease to go, just to lay a little bit on the things there, the little tabs there. You don't need to cover the rear of the pads like they used to in the old days, because they've already got the anti-squirrel pads built into them, and too much grease in this area will make the dust stick to it. So just literally just put it in the little slides there. I've already scraped with a screwdriver out of that bottom one, so you should be nice and clean on that one, as you can see, once you clean the actual crap away. But the other one on the other side you need to scrape out, because I didn't scrape that one. Right, we'll come back to you folks when we clean that up, and then we'll grease up them little things, put the new brake pads in, and take it from there. Right, all nice and clean now, people. So we're literally just going to put it in that channel there, and just on that little edge there. And you don't want to overload it, you just want to get a bit on there, because you don't want more dust attracted to it. So we're literally just going to coat the surfaces top and bottom, making sure that you don't get any on your disc, and if you do, wipe it off. And there you go, that's literally all you need, people. Look at that little bit there. Right, okay, yeah, there's a tiny little blob on the disc there, so we're just going to get rid of that with our brake cleaner. It's worth making a check just in case. 4 new pads, and as you can see the difference there, look, these was an advisory last year, weren't they?
Yeah.
And as you can see the difference there, look, so basically got an extra year's wear out of them. Look at that, look, how about that? Perfect. Right, so these should just clip in and sit in there nicely. There we go, they're on little springs there, so there you go. And as you can see, the reasons for adding that lubrication, it just means that the pads can move. Look how easy that's moving compared to the other ones now, look. There you go, so we just put the back one in, and that was being held in by rust, and that, as I say, that can give you premature wearing as well. So that's that. Now the piston's going to have to go back in on the caliper. Now, depending on what vehicle you got, will depend on how you push your piston back in. Some of them you have to turn in clockwise, some of them you have to turn in anti-clockwise if it's on the near side of your vehicle, and you need a special tool to do that, or some of them you can just push straight back in. And some people also advise that you take out or undo your reservoir cap on your brake fluid. You don't necessarily need to do that if you know the history of the vehicle, because as the piston comes out, the fluid level will go down, and as you push the piston back in, the fluid will go up. Now, you hear a lot of people say that no, you've got to release the pressure. I've even had people say that it'll blow the seals out, which is absolutely rubbish, folks. So depending on what your trainer fault is, we know what we're doing. We've checked the fluid at the moment. The fluid is down a little bit because these front brakes are out, so we're not going to bother looking at that, because we know that as soon as we push that caliper back in, that the fluid will come back up again. So just to show you what I mean, folks, this is the reservoir here. It's actually down there, the level at the moment. I know it's on the wonky bit, but it's down there. That's the maximum line up there. So a lot of people say you have to take that off, but you don't, because this has got obviously a vent in it as well. So I'll leave that tight for the moment and just show you to prove a point. We should be able to push that back in now, and all Gary's got here is a big clamp there. He's just going to use an old pad as a buffer, because we haven't got an end on our G clamp there, as you can see. There we go. Going? Yeah. There we go, and as you can see, the piston's going in, folks. The piston's going in. If I come over to the reservoir, the cap is tight, so no extra pressure's building up in there, because a lot of people just repeat what they've heard and say, oh no, you've got to take the cap off because the pressure will build up and you'll blow your seals. Well, it's actually nonsense.
Done.
There we go, so we just come back round here again, and the caliper's right in there, and it's made no difference whatsoever to this, because we knew that it was below where it should be. Now the only thing is, if this was a strange vehicle and we didn't know about it, and someone had seen it low like that and they'd automatically topped it up, okay, then what could happen is that you can get too much fluid in when you push them calipers back in. So we'd already checked and we knew that it was low, because the reason why it's low is because all the brake pads need changing, so all the pistons are out. But that's just made no difference there whatsoever, because we knew it was low. So, but the cap's tight still on, as you can see, and he's just dropped that on now. Right, so with these new bolts, folks, as you can see, the carrier bolts don't need any Loctite on them. They haven't got any Loctite on them on the new ones supplied. The ones you need to have the Loctite on, if you are taking your actual carrier bracket off, the big bolts that go through there, they're the ones they normally have the Loctite on. But these ones are not done up very tight and they don't need the Loctite on. So we're going to put the new bolts in now, top and bottom. And again, you might have to hold back because that might spin again. As I say, you don't want them spinning because it could pucker up your rubber seals and damage them. So always hold back if they are spinning. But there is a torque specification, so if in doubt, check your manuals.
Oh, I'm doing it again.
We don't want to do that, do you? Alright, just going to nip these up now. Okay, there we go. So that is everything back on now. Now, as you can see, the caliper's floating because the piston's pushed right in. So what we're going to do now is just push the brake pedal down, seat the piston, and then we'll know that one's fine. So Gary's just going to pop in the van. Might want to start the engine up as well. Right, push the old brakes. They pumping up all right? Yeah? Job done. Right, go on, see if it spins. There we go. That's absolutely fine. Right, well, we're going to do the other side now. Just a little quick video, folks, on a Vauxhall Vivaro. That'll be a Renault traffic van, or what is it?
Nissan Primestar, is it?
Primestar, Nissan Primestar. Front brakes. This is a 2 point...
No, it's a 1.6 bi-turbo.
1.6 bi-turbo, this one, folks. So that's the front brakes done on this, and I hope you've enjoyed that little video. Bit of a fly on the wall one, this one. And we'll see you in the next video, and until then, bye for now.